That Poetic Justice on right now. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. It's a classic. Legendary Tupac Shakur is in it. I done seen it 100 times, but tonight's gonna make it 101 times. Anyway, get up in here. We're gonna talk about this little situation with Kodak Black versus Lil Boosie. You feel me? If you ain't seen it, it's been all over the internet. It's trending. It's viral. Motherfuckers is talking about it. Everybody leaving their perspective on it. So it's only right that I come through and bless y'all with a unbiased, real, unfiltered, the 100 about the situation. You feel me? And if you don't know about what's going on, I'll do a little backstory and explain to you what's been transpiring between Boosie and Kodak Black. Before I even begin, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into all that. Y'all should know it by now. But first I'm gonna just start with Lil Boosie, right? Uh I ain't gonna say who right or wrong in the situation. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna go through the layers of that. We're gonna chop it up and talk about that, right? But based on that, Boosie, an OG in the game. He is an elder statesman in the rap game, and just general, he an older nigga. Kodak Black is a young nigga, YN. I think he was still be considered a YN. I don't know how old Kodak Black is, but Boosie, an OG in the game. And from my experiences, I know what people are gonna say. Shit, regardless of Boosie right or wrong in the situation, they're gonna be like, he way too old for that shit. So they're gonna be based on his age. They're gonna judge him off that. And to me, really, it's unfortunate. I know motherfuckers hate to take the high road, but you really don't got no win when you like into it with a young nigga. You just look crazy. You feel me? Like, how are you even into it? Y'all shouldn't even be in the same circles. Like, whatever that, you just shouldn't even respond. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers gonna be like, you're too old for this, that. It just, as an OG, you should just take the high road and walk away. You feel me? You know how it was once when you was young, and you know how it is to be young, and you know the thoughts of a young nigga mind and shit. So sometimes you just gotta give a motherfucker a pass. So I say that to say, you know what I'm saying, Lil Boosie, you know what I'm saying, everything don't need to be addressed. But anyway, let's get into it. So a little backstory, right? Back in the day and shit, this before Kodak Black eventually popped how he popped, right? According to Lil Boosie, let me turn this down because I want y'all to hear me and not the TV, right? According to Lil Boosie, he was trying to sign Kodak back to his record label back in the day or whatever. He didn't say the exact year, but I guess it was during the time that Kodak was bubbling. He was on the come up and he was getting ready to pop. So Boosie claims that, he used to pull up on him at the studio or whatever, and he said that Kodak Black used to be in the studio smoking. Kodak Black was smoking crack. He was doing meth. Basically, he was doing all the them hardcore heavy metal ass drugs, right? This is what Lil Boosie's saying, right? Whatever. Keep in mind, he said this was before Kodak Black popped, so Kodak was a young nigga at the time. And if you was a young nigga and you was smoking crack, that's diabolical. Like, what type of niggas did you have around you, Kodak Black, that was allowing you or condoning you smoking crack? You know what I'm saying? Meth and heroin, all that shit. And popping pills is one thing, but nigga, you just smoking crack, you way out of pocket, bro. You need to come back to reality. This is what Lil Boosie's saying. I ain't saying it. Lil Boosie's saying it, right? So he said that left a bad taste in his mouth. According to Boosie, he's like, man, this nigga's a junkie. I'm not finna sign, do no real business with him. And that's pretty much why Kodak Black never signed to Boosie. This is according to Boosie, right? So now it's a big thing where they're going back and forth. They're exposing each other, telling each other's business or whatever. And Boosie basically hit Kodak Black with the you was in PC situation, right? He was saying that Kodak Black checked in the PC when he did his little bid that he did or whatever. When he was in prison, he was in the feds. So we gotta make sure we say it the right way. He wasn't in the state. Kodak Black was in the feds, right? So Boosie said when he checked into the feds, he checked in PC. And Boosie said, according to Boosie, once you check in the PC, that's what it is. You PC. You can't come back. You got to stay there. You fouled out the game. That's a violation. That's a huge no-no. Street niggas cannot go PC in no shape, form, or fashion, regardless of the situation. I ain't make the rules. Boosie didn't make the rules. But Boosie is saying that nigga checked in the PC, so Kodak Black shouldn't be talking about no street shit, no gangster shit. He shouldn't be acting gangster. I guess he want that nigga to do like church type albums or whatever, because he's saying the nigga was in PC, then he came home and started acting hard again, which I can understand. That's some fugazi ass shit. Like, nigga, hold on, nigga, you fresh out of PC and you out here turning up, you got your chest out and your chin up. Nah, man, we need you with your head down. We need you walking in shame. You was in PC, man. That's a huge violation of the rules. If you're in the streets That's what I noticed about street niggas too before I even continue. Cause let me get into something else real quick. Most of this shit watered down right now. If you in the streets, this is a perfect time to elevate and transfer occupations. Go do something else. Go get a trade. Go get a business. And for the niggas that is having motion in the streets, check your circle and make sure you got a tight circle. Cause motherfuckers is out here telling like it ain't no tomorrow. Motherfuckers is singing better than Whitney Houston in her prime, right? Yes, like I said. Uh, yeah, it's just a bad time to be in the streets. It's a lot of bullshit. All this shit watered down. You know what I'm saying? It's all watered down in every category of the streets. You know, specifically speaking on the prison thing, right? You got niggas that's known snitches on the streets, known motherfuckers that's in paperwork that did some of the foulest shit. But when they go to the pen, they be on the main line. You got snitches walking the main line. You got homosexuals walking the main line. You got all type of fuckery going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So it really just, it's never a good time to go to jail, but right now it's a bad time. I was talking to my homeboy Nut a few days ago. He in the pen. I ain't gonna say what pen he in because I ain't y'all business, but he in the pen. And he was letting me know some of the goofy activities that's going on in there right now. I was just listening and just shaking my head like, yeah, this shit crazy. You feel me? So it's like, I say that to say, it always been selective politicking. It's always when certain niggas is gonna slide under the radar depending on who they are. They might be tough, but you know what I'm saying, all this shit bullshit, you know what I'm saying, don't even fuck with it. Go find some cool shit to do. Cause like I said, it's niggas that been on the main line when niggas they knew it was foul, and just, I don't know, ain't nobody doing what they supposed to do. Nobody's doing their job. But anyway, according back to the Kodak Black Boosie situation, you know what I'm saying? He basically pulling Kodak card, and people were coming out leaving their perspectives, right? So I'm gonna give you mine before I tell you what everybody else's perspective is, pardon me. So I'm a civilian. I ain't in the streets. Let's just put that. That's first and foremost. Let the record reflect that shit. But you know what I'm saying? As you get older and you start to think about the logic of the so-called street code and you think about the rules, that shit don't make no sense. We don't know who made the rules. And when you, like I said, a nigga with common sense that got a brain, the street rules is a lose-lose situation. So like I said, but the rules are the rules, right? We can't move the goalposts for nobody. Everybody falls under the guidelines if you in the streets and you claim you a street nigga or gangster, whatever the title that you say you are in the streets. Everybody falls under the guidelines. And the guidelines say in the streets, if you go to PC, you a buster. I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't know how you got there, but the rules of the streets is it's frowned upon if you go to protective custody, if you PC'd up. And they saying, Boosie is saying, not even Boosie's saying Kodak Black voluntarily went to PC. Now, you know what I mean? That's a bad look for Kodak, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Boosie just released a list of rappers. It's about 30 to 40 rappers on this list that he just put out of niggas that been to the feds or state and they never went PC. That was rappers. Some was bigger than Kodak. Some was just as big as Kodak. Some of them wasn't big as Kodak. But the point is, you got all these other rappers that checked into the pen, went to the pen, wherever they went to the pen for, and they didn't go PC. And you got Kodak Black who popped his street shit and say he a gangster on records and say this and say that. But when he gets to that penitentiary, he voluntarily check into PC. So that definitely is a violation of the so-called street rules. You can't do that, bro. If you was gonna do that, bro, you should have just went to the yard, man, and fired on the motherfucker. Got it. There's ways you could have did that if you was gonna check, you know, if you wanted to foul out the game like that. But to voluntarily just check yourself into the PC according to the street rules, yeah, you the buster for that. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's what the rules say. You feel me? We can't sugarcoat it because he Kodak Black. That's my perspective, you feel me? He violated the so-called street rules. So I see a lot of other people coming out and they like, so some Young Thug, he's saying, oh, you know, his opinion was it's smart to go to PC because in general population, you got to deal with all the hard niggas and you might get put in those positions. You got a program. He was saying that shit's stressful, this and that. You're making it hard on your family and your girl. That's what Young Thug was saying. And I'm not surprised Young Thug's saying that because we just see how Young Thug's situation played out. So he's basically condoning it from the perspective of he's saying that, you know, Kodak Black got money. Why would he go in the general population? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers going to be trying to get at him, this and that. He, you know, he should just go to PC, man. He's worth millions of dollars. He got a career to get home to. He got kids, family, girl, all that type of shit. That's what Young Thug was saying, right? He's basically condoning it. He's condoning the nigga going to the PC from a logical standpoint. He's saying, hell yeah, nigga, you worth millions. You don't got nothing to prove to these niggas. Go to PC and come on back and get back to it. You feel me? And then you also got Turk, Young Turk, you know, Hot Boy Turk or whatever. He's saying that Kodak Black didn't do nothing wrong by checking in the PC, because he like, why would you put yourself in immediate danger? You know it's a dangerous situation. You're Kodak Black, you're worth millions. You know it's gonna be some situations where niggas gonna either push up on you, trying to extort you, extort you, or have you in a twist or politrick. Notice I said politrick, not politic. Because all that politics shit is tricks, politics, whatever. He like, why would Kodak even put himself in that position, right? And this is Hot Boy Turk saying that. So he like, yeah, it's a good thing that he checked in. The streets dead. Fuck that. He ain't got nothing to prove. He a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. He making the best decision for him. But then you got majority of all the other rappers saying, nah, man, that's bogus. You feel me? You got to stand on business. I didn't PC up. This one's coming out saying they ain't PC. This one coming out saying they ain't PC. So, you know, it's like a conflicting situation right now. You feel me? So we're going to see how it play out. So they still going back and forth about the situation, about who wrong or who right. And, you know, Boosie saying, you know, the nigga's a buster. You know what I'm saying? He went in the PC. We can't, just because he Kodak Black, there ain't no excuses. We don't care. He even gave an example. He's like, even Diddy, he a billionaire. He didn't even go PC. He, like I said, he got a list. Matter of fact, the list is on my story on my Instagram. All the rappers that have been locked up and didn't go PC. So that kind of do look bad on Kodak Black, because you got niggas that's not even street people, and they went to the Martha Stewart didn't even go PC. Yeah, the white lady, she didn't even go PC. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But also before I get off this motherfucking video, because I'm watching this game and I'm watching this movie at the same time. Damn, what I was gonna just say, I just lost my train of thought. But anyway, damn, hold on, before I even get this video, I want to get that thought out to you, what I was gonna say. But it just lost me right now. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to recover. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Lil Boosie had a show last night in Florida, I guess close to Broward County, where Kodak Black's from, and that got shut down. For some reason, you know, he said he wasn't gonna be able to attend the show. So you got some motherfuckers that came out and they're standing behind business, behind Kodak. They, you know, they trying to justify it whatever type of way they're gonna try to justify it. Him checking into PC voluntarily. They trying to clean it up. It's Kodak Black. He from their hood. So I seen a couple of the OGs from Broward County come out, you know what I'm saying, and basically have Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's like Kodak Black doing a lot of good things in the streets. He paying people's rent. They kind of like deviating. Like I said, it don't change. The rules don't change for who a motherfucker is. But I see it's a lot of that going on depending on who the person is. They try to clean it up. But anyway, y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see how it play out. And if y'all don't want to see how it play out on the internet, you can come to this channel and see how it play out, because I'm going to keep the commentary going as well as everything else that goes viral. I'm going to give y'all a story on it. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good evening. I'm out.